And we weren't supposed to take everyone home again. We weren't supposed to have our Beth either.
Welcome guys. So doing another Titanic stream today.
But you are.
Obviously the other day we did a relaunch and other stuff. And today we're just doing some general stuff. And we will be, we're just doing general stuff for the ship. And do the sinking in a bit. Obviously on this the sinking does go through really quickly, so it's not full-time sinking. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to do that, but at this moment in time I can't.
Little Red Riding Hood lived happily ever after. Did she? Nana, what will happen if we catch all the wolves? You can eat them. I'd rather not, no offense. It's been a really good afternoon. The dirt back diamond over 108.44 in a brilliant, breathtaking.
So this video I'll be going through other stuff, the aspects and the features of this game, which is a very good game. I've done I've done a lot of stuff on it, and it's very cheap as well. So I'm hoping eventually there'll be something somewhere that I can do the real sinking or create my own. That would be really good. And I have a PC and things like that when I am obviously live on YouTube. So it's potentially I could do that for the graphics and all that lot, to make your own ship. To be honest, you need a really good graphics card. So it's enjoyable to watch people who stream it. Like every year on the anniversaries, there's normally someone about on YouTube that's currently doing the real-time syncing. I currently do my own stuff, not the same as them, because I don't want to be the same as someone. I want to be someone who does it differently. Yeah, so this game I go on every now and again. I don't go on it all the time. It's only recently I've started going on it again. For a long time, I was currently busy on PC with the TITANIC stuff that I was currently doing in the real time syncing with that. I have actually got a Titanic model actually getting made, and will be getting sent to me. So when that arrives, sometime next year, January or February, I will do a live YouTube video to show you guys the new model and stuff about that. I've got a few that I've got to build. I've got the Britannic and the Queen Mary that I've got to build. I've still got the Titanic that I've got to build as well, but I'll be building that just after Christmas. So I'll show you guys that when that's done. Let's do a few other stuff here. So this is just below the grand staircase of the Titanic, the dining area. It was really nice. That is for sure. It was made really nice. The design of the ship was amazing, especially if you consider the year that it was made in 1910. How amazing it was. You can't currently go any higher than that, which is a shame because I would have really liked to show you the grand staircase. But when I'm on PC, I can actually show you that. So that's that. So we will go into this. So as you can see the clock on the top right corner, it's around about 11:38 at the moment on the ship time. Now I can move the camera. There you go. That's a lot better. So and yep, there you go. There's the iceberg. So at this moment in time, the ship is currently ordered to stop the engines and to turn to port. because the ship is currently turning. They managed to turn just after it got past the first funnel, halfway to the second. The iceberg stopped scraping along the hull of the ship, and they do carry on going for a little while longer, and then the ship stops it for the final time. And I think the captain ordered the engines to go half steam ahead for a little while, and then when they realised the extent of the damage, the engine stopped for the final time and never restarted again. So as you can see, at this moment in time, the ship is holding up very well. It's currently been 8 minutes since the impact of the iceberg now, as it's almost saying 10 to 12, so entering 10 minutes, and you can't see at the moment, you can't see there's anything wrong with the ship. It looks like it's doing well, it's holding up well, it's not showing any signs of the ship sinking at the moment. Obviously by this time loads of gallons of water has already entered the ship. But they don't know that the ship is doomed until around about, I think they know it's doomed around about quarter past 12, 20 past 12. It was around about, it took around about an hour or over an hour for the first lifeboat to leave the ship. So, and now by this time you've already seen that the one line of the windows has already gone down below the water line. Now I'm going to actually have a look, see if any of the lifeboats have actually left the ship. So we'll zoom in, so that all the lifeboats here on starboard side are still here. I think that one is that one beginning to leave? I'm pretty sure they started releasing the lifeboats on starboard side first. And let me have a look. We'll have a look here to see. So it doesn't look like any of the lifeboats yet are leaving the ship, because obviously it's only almost 10 past 12 Titanic time. But I'm pretty sure the first lifeboats to leave is on starboard side. So as you can clearly see, you can see that the ship is beginning to sink now. Yep, there you go. The front of the ship has already gone down quite a bit by 20 past 12. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that the clock on here isn't accurate, because I'm pretty sure the ship wasn't this far down by 20 past 12. I'm pretty sure the front of the ship went beneath the water at 1:30. I'm pretty sure. Because I think around about 1:15 was the time that the door that they opened for easier access for the lifeboats went beneath the water. Now this door we're talking about, where it was positioned just behind the dining area, I think. So when that went beneath the water and the water began to come in, you can just imagine how big that space was that let in water, bigger than the impact of all the iceberg damage. So yeah, you can just imagine how much water allowed to come in. And after that happened, obviously before that happened, the Titanic weren't listing really. I think it's 0.5 degrees, I think it was maybe. And then obviously after the water went in on the port side of the door, it was listing quite a bit. I think 25 degrees. I think it was listing the port at that point. Now the only reason why it didn't capsize is because earlier on in the day there was when the Titanic left Southampton, there was a coal fire, and they moved around about a ton of coal from the starboard side to the port side. No, from the port. I think from the port side to the starboard side. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember if it. Yeah, I think it was listing slightly actually to starboard side, and the coal was to port, so it evened it out. And it was the coal that prevented the ship from capsizing, or otherwise it most likely would have capsized. So I think lifeboats. Yes, there you go. Lifeboats are beginning to go into the water. This one, I think. Yep, there you go. There's a lifeboat here getting lowered into the water now. That one's leaving the ship there. And this one's getting lowered into the water. So on port side. I think this lifeboat here that we are sitting, no, not this one. This one right here is one of the last lifeboats to leave. I think this one on the port side and the one on the starboard side over here is one of the last ones to leave the ship. So at this moment, obviously by now, the Titanic is listing quite a bit to port, and the front of the ship has already gone down. As you can clearly see now, it is sinking, and it is showing it is sinking. Now, unfortunately, as later on in the sinking, it shows the breakup, but it doesn't show the actual ship itself beneath the water. So I apologise that I can't show that. But everything else I can show. A few lifeboats have left, and there's 2 lifeboats. So that was lifeboat number 4. Yep. So if we go to the back of the ship, sorry about that, and went below the water. If we show the back of the ship now, you can see how high the back of the ship is out of the water. The propellers are clearly out of the water at this point. The time isn't accurate, that's for sure, because the bridge goes underwater. Around about 2:05. I'm pretty sure there's around about 15 minutes, 15 minutes when it has the final plunge. So that this time definitely isn't correct. which I apologise about that. That is not 100% correct, but yep, I've explained that it's not the real time because the bridge is just about to go under at 1:15, which that is not what happened. Oh, excuse me. So look, oh dear, that was too far. There you go. So starboard side is still out of the water. The bridge is just about to go under now. The majority of the lifeboats have left the ship. Now the only ones that haven't left the ship is the one on the starboard side and the port side that is on the roof. Which the one on the port side goes upside down. Yep, there you go. That one's on boat deck. And have they released that one yet? No, they've not released that one. Oh yes, they have. It's upside down. There you go. And the bridge is underwater. As you can clearly see, all that is sank so far. So the time says 1:45, even though it definitely wasn't this time. It was around about, from what you're seeing of the sinking, it would have been around about 2:05, maybe 8 minutes past 2 at this point, not 10 to 2 like it's saying. And so this is this game is Titanic 4D, I think. It is an application that you can download on Google Play that you can play. It's a really good game. If there is a subscription for the screens and different stuff that I can do, I think it's around about £10 that you have to pay for the extra bits. When I first started playing this game, it didn't have the sinking, so but it does now. So yeah, that's the first propeller that is just collapsed and went into the water. So the sinking is definitely fastening up now. It is in the final plunge. The grand staircase hasn't gone underwater yet or collapsed. Which on the film, obviously, it has the water flooding into the grand staircase, and there is a lot of people who say, did it collapse? Didn't it collapse? I personally think it probably did, but none of us are sure. Oh, we don't know. We can only, know what from the accounts and witnesses and things like that, but no one, obviously, no witness who was in the grand staircase when it collapsed survived. So we don't currently know what happened there. There you go. The grand staircase is now gone. it's 2:05 it says, even though it wouldn't have been 2:05, it would have been around about 2:15 most likely at this point. I want to go around this way. So this was literally seconds before the ship split in half. There you go. The power goes out, then it goes back again, and the ship is just split in half. Now, unfortunately, it does end in a second. This gameplay, yeah, like that. So unfortunately, I can't show where it sinks. Now, next time I will be doing this one, driving the ship out of the harbour in Belfast, Ireland. But that's it for now, guys. I will be doing this live tomorrow. I will be live doing this tomorrow, so driving a ship and doing a few bits about that, and doing more stuff in the future. But that's it for now. Until next time, guys, I'm Craig Hawkins 2021. Goodbye for now.